serenade nature. He was asked that, "Prabhu, can you please do it?" So Prabhu then became head of department, PT department. So Prabhu was behind the entire Varanga, all management taking care, helping Women Charity also, so that he is able to manage. Women Charity will help Pujari, but he is the head of department, because department requires a lot of management, organization, and so many things. So everything Prabhu looks after from behind, along with Jamshedpur. So Prabhu is taking Jamshedpur, BT department, and taking care of many devotees. Sometimes there may be a lot of services by which devotee may not, but actually there is one service which takes a lot of time and energy, and which is most valuable, and that is caring for devotees. So Prabhu is not only is doing services like this, but actually is caring for so many devotees in Jamshedpur and also in temple. Some devotees officially takes care, some devotees is taking care just by his presence. Because I see devotees find blood shelter, and so that was heartily welcome, Shri Ram Raghav, and Fourth Association. Not only today, but whenever we go to Calcutta, sometimes we can come to Jamshedpur because because he goes to Jamshedpur, so sometimes we can also see that his train is going, and we can just catch him breathing out of train and giving to voice. And then the next day he'll be even back. So he has to go from Kharagpur. So we can always easy, but it's easy to hear, but it's very tough to get. So but we can try our best to get into the session. So, but let us now take advantage of the session. Let us welcome Prabhu by 3 times loudly chanting. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
I never thought that I should be asking.
Come close, because some of the mics are engaged in couple now. We don't have any mic. We are not prepared for this. Come not one. They close the association. Do not wait.
It is not expected that I should have a good class or anything. But we just coming over that class. So, and the topic also, they said that following the authorities. Now he has told the topic and then he told give the class. Now how can I reject?
And then that topic I told you just to do is personification.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, one thing we understand that is like trying to please the seniors can advance. That's what one principle which I have in my life. So I thought that let's do whatever it is. Krishna and Sai Gaura Maharaj, the record we decided that was spoken. This is a Bhavatam 4th canto, this is 18th chapter. Text number is 3. This is Prithu Maharaj section. I was just reading this section of it, which is in relation with the conversation between Prithu Maharaj and Mother Earth. Prithu Maharaj comes 4th canto. Chapter is 18. Prithu Maharaj milks the earth planet. Text number is 3. So background of it, Prithu Maharaj comes in the lineage of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj, you all have heard about it. So Prithu Maharaj comes in that lineage. Ahead you go, then there is Anga Maharaj. And then Anga Maharaj's son was Vena. Vena's son was Prithu Maharaj. So, of course, Vena Maharaj did not follow the principles properly. So the sages become upset with him. Just by the Ruka. Disappointment they killed him. because the potential is seen at that time. So then they found out that what to do now, there is no king. Just like people go into the labs and find out some test tube babies or something like that. So that time they did not have to do it. They just churned the body of Vena Maharaj and got Ritu Maharaj and his good wife. Both of them took birth, and then Ritu Maharaj started ruling the earth planet. So that time the situation was so bad, it became that the mother earth was not producing. Just like now we take the news. People are every day we are hearing that Bangalore has got out of water. People are fighting to get one bucket of water. So it's a hot news now everywhere that Bangalore does not have the water. They have so much of money, software engineers. They earn lakhs of rupees, but they don't get water to drink. They spend that lakhs to get 1 liter of water. So it has become like that. So that time the situation was become like that. The Mother Earth stopped producing the grains, stopped producing, giving the water and all. So people were in poverty. So then the Puthu Maharaj started asking the earth, Mother Earth, that what's the reason but you're not giving? One thing is that the citizens don't follow, then Mother Earth will stop giving. Just like the citizens, if they don't follow, then the government will stop providing the facilities. The son has become adamant to the father, father stops giving. So similarly here also, Mother Earth stopped giving all these things. So then Prithu Maharaj checked that the citizens are already following these rules and regulations. Still why Mother Earth is not giving? So Mother Earth there she is expressing her concern. Why I don't want to give to the people? Why I stopped giving the grains? जितना भी डाल रहे हैं वो अंदर ही रह जा रहा है, कुछ बाहर नहीं निकल रहा है. Is it right? Now we are putting that, we are saying that okay, no problem, we have so many fertilizers, so many pesticides, we will put and get it. So that was the time where whatever seeds were put, it went all inside. Same situation, nothing similar, nothing different than that. Ali Yuga, Prabhu also writes in that purpose that this is what now the situation. Further ahead we go, Mother Earth stops giving. The water is going down. What is earlier time, even in Bengal also, 25 feet you go, you just dip, you put a bore well, get water. Now it went to 50 feet. Other places it is too much, right? Like just like you go to Jamshedpur, right? There you go to 200 feet you will get water. Some people go to 500 feet to get water. 500 feet, can you imagine how much they went? 500 feet they went down to get a water. And that too, now the summer started. From 2 days back onwards, the devotees are calling, Prabhu, oils में पानी खत्म हो गया. And that's every year we have that problem. March ending means we have alarm. that पानी कभी भी खत्म हो सकता है. मैं सोच ही रहा था गौ पूर्णिमा से पहले अब खत्म हो गया. So they are waiting now. They are calling, Prabhu कब आ रहे आप? बोले कि आ रहे हैं. So water goes down. Even after 500 feet going down, also water we are not getting. So Mother Earth is saying that that's what the situation is. And she gives the reason that why I don't give to that people. Or what's the reason that I don't give the food or the water to the people. Why this kind of situation arises. So let's here start this. Shloka 3 will recite and we'll go ahead. अस्मिन् लोके अथावमुस्मिन् मुनिभिस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः इष्टयोगा प्रयुक्तस्य श्रेया प्रसिद्धये अस्मिन् लोके अथावमुस्मिन् मुनिभिस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः इष्टयोगा प्रयुक्तस्य श्रेय प्रसिद्धये अस्मिन् लोके अथावमुस्मिन् मुनिभिः तत्त्वदर्शिभिः इष्टयोगा प्रयुक्तस्य श्रेय प्रसिद्धये. अस्मिन् लोके मुनिभिः
तत्त्वदर्शिभिः इष्टयोगा प्रयुक्तश्च पुंसां प्रसिद्धये.
To benefit all human society, not only in this life but in the next. The great seers and sages have prescribed various methods conducive to the prosperity of the people in general.
Yeah. So this Mother Earth is saying to Buddha Maharaj that to benefit all the human society, not only in this life but in the next, the great seers, Munivi Tattvadarshibhi, and sages have prescribed various methods conducive to the prosperity of the people in general. मतलब नया कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ऑलरेडी सब कुछ दिया गया, उसको बस आप एप्लीकेशन करो. नहीं, हम कुछ नया करें. जैसे कॉलेज में आईआईटी में घुसते ही बिका इनोवेटिव इनोवेशन, कुछ तो नया चाहिए. इनोवेशन पुराना क्या चीज़ है, पुराना क्यों करेंगे, हम इनोवेट करेंगे. पुराने लोग 9 बजे सोते हैं, आईआईटी में हम 6 बजे सोते हैं सुबह का. इनोवेशन, कुछ तो नया चाहिए, हमको कुछ नया करना है. तो मदर अर्थ इज सेइंग दैट नया करने की जरूरत नहीं है, तो पुराने ऑलरेडी सेजस सोच के समझ के सब कुछ दिया गया है, हम कुछ नया करने की जरूरत नहीं है. लेट्स रीड अबाउट इट. या पर somebody can take.
Very
Vedic civilization takes advantage of the perfect knowledge presented in the Vedas and presented by great sages and brahmanas for the benefit of human society. Vedic injunctions are known as Shruti, and the additional supplementary presentations of these principles, as given by the great sages, are known as Smriti. They follow the principles of Vedic instruction. Human society should take advantage of the instructions from both Shruti and Smriti. If one wants to advance in spiritual life, he must take these instructions and follow the principles. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami says that if one poses himself as advanced in spiritual life, but does not refer to the Shrutis and Smritis, he is simply a disturbance in the society. One should follow the principles laid down in Shrutis and Smritis, not only in one's spiritual life but in material life as well. As far as human society is concerned, it should follow the Manusmriti as well, for these laws are given by Manu, the father of mankind.
Yeah, so here, till here Prabhupada is specifically writing about Vedic civilization, following the Vedas. We should take the advantage of the perfect knowledge presented in the Vedas and presented by the great sages and Brahmanas for the benefit of the human society. And then we have Shrutis and Shrutis. They follow the principles of Vedic instruction. Human society should take advantage of the instructions from both Shruti and Smriti. If one wants to advance in spiritual life, he must take these instructions and follow the principles. And then, about if you don't follow it, then it's only a disturbance. Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Pancharadhika Vidivina, Aikantikare, Utpadayam, Utpad Machata. A disturbance to the society we create. They're not following the Vedic rules and regulations. In spiritual life, definitely in spiritual life already we create, right? So many sampradayas get created. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left and then 18 sampradayas came. So everybody wants to follow something new. But that's the thing which we all have wanted to do when we come into this world. We want to do something separate from Krishna. The root is there. The problem is that we want to do something separate. Krishna said, okay, go to this world, you can think that you are doing something new. It's just like the child is given that roti ka atta and the belan. Okay, you can go and think that you are doing chapati. After some time it keeps rolling. After that, he thinks that nothing is going to come out of it. Then he has to run to his mother only to eat that chapati. So similarly, we are also living entities. We have left the Lord and came into this world to do something different. Something alag, something different. So, but the Mother Earth is telling that if you do something new, we'll end up into more and more problems. Yes, no, we all look around the civilizations which are going through so much of chaos in the situation. They are free living, free mixing, and free this, free that. By hearing it is so nice. क्या जीवन है उस कुत्ता का? There is no master around. The dog doesn't have the master. It's roaming around here and there. Whenever it wants, it will eat. Whenever it wants to sleep, it can sleep. Is it right? It is very nice. When you look out of our window, it looks very nice. Semester का tension ही नहीं. No exam tension at all. No passing, nothing. We have got so much of anxiety. He is living so happily. But we all know that what is its situation. At least the dog which has a master, he knows that 8 o'clock the master eats, 8:05 I'll get my Mahaprasad. It need not have to worry. And it has a fixed time of sleeping. And master, when he sees that the dog is sleeping, he will not disturb. And generally you have seen the people who have dogs in the house, they don't disturb the dog because they think that night time he will take care of me, he or she will take care of me. So the daytime I should take care of her. So like that the relationship which they have between the master and the dog. So but the street dog, it looks to be attractive, that it is whenever it wants it can sleep, whenever it wants it can eat it. But you see, for one small piece of breakfast, it has to fight with so many people. Sometimes you get the scratches on the body, legs comes out, and fighting. All the 4 things, eating, meeting, sleeping and defending, all things will become very difficult. That simple things also become very difficult. You cannot sleep also properly. He thinks that, okay, let me go and sleep in this place, nice place, and some person, child goes around, throws one stone and goes around. You all have experience, yes? बचपन में जब सोता था तो कुछ होता था हम लोग देख के चल जाओ कुत्ता उसको देखते था कि कहाँ सुबह हुआ अभी तो सोया था मैं को बता दिया. You cannot sleep also. Then it gets up and it searches some new place. Then again it goes and sleeps there. Then from that side one more person comes, throws one stone and goes up. So that's how it completes its sleeping time. So it looks to be very attractive without any master. So that's how we all in that civilization we have been taught. Don't follow anybody. You do something new. You do something innovative. Innovative things. Yeah, definitely. In the Vedic scriptures are also. It's not that innovation is not given the space, but a boundary was being given. That in which area you can go around, which area you cannot pass. The rules and regulations which the Mother Earth is sending here, the Guru Maharaj. If people follow that rules and regulations, then they will get all the things whatever. And these rules and regulations is not just made out of mind. Sometimes people say, Vyasdev ji, I wanted to write something and is written it. हम क्यों सुनेंगे कि नहीं कर पाते? Like that people ask. Why we have to hear to this old person who has written some time back? We will create something new, which may not work now. Like Krishna has given this knowledge 5,000 years back. I think it will not work. Still we are the spirits also. Nothing changed. Not that we entered into IIT and the spirit soul got transformed. Nothing we heard like that. Anything got changed. Same thing. Yeah, the same knowledge is being applied. So seeing that the great sages, great people, Lord has given all these rules and regulations. Yet the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita also speaks that Vedic rules and regulations. May say I'll be very much safe if you sit here because I not speak here and there. So, the rules and regulations, right, which has been given, the sages, right, they have given the rules and regulations for us because of knowing the purpose of them following the rules and regulations. Anything you take, just like the marriage life which they had, Srila Prabhupada speaks about it regarding the women liberation. They created so-called human liberation. The freedom to the woman. Right? What is freedom to woman? Is exploitation of the woman. That's the word which they have to use. But just put a covering of it, they say that freedom to the woman, liberation to the woman. What you are doing, you are simply exploiting the woman. Nothing you are doing. Earlier they were being taken care so nicely. Father used to take care, husband used to take care, son used to take care. Every time the woman has to be under the shelter. Because that is, she has a weakness. And the men misutilize or exploit that. Exploit her. And nowadays people don't know that. They think that if you get liberation, women also should be like equal rights to the women and men and all that kind of thing. Right? Advancement we are doing, going to equal rights. What equal rights were? Just today morning when we are coming, right, we are seeing that some women were roaming around. And morning 5:30, they were roaming around. And ऐसे ऐसे घूमते घूमते ऐसे आ गए गाड़ी के सामने आ गए और तीनों ऐसे तक दूध की तरह खड़े हो गए और शायद एक होश में थी बोल रहे थे ऐसा करके हाथ खड़ा करके गाड़ी को ऊपर तो गाड़ी छुप के चल जाता. That is what the situation is now. So pitiable condition. And IITians see that situation. All were roaming around peacefully around 6 o'clock. It's not that they got up for morning program like all of us. They are going to sleep now. That is the time. So these all we are seeing. The consequences also, if you see, we are landing into more and more problems. 30-35 years people are dying of heart attacks. Can you imagine 35 years a person is dying of heart attack? Just sitting on the chair like this. Just some months back it happened. One of my uncle's colleague, he was just 35 years. He just came after the lunch, he was sitting on the chair, was just sitting. So after lunchtime it is like a little bit rest, right? So the uncle also thought that he may be resting for some time. So he slept. Then after 1 hour he came back and then he saw that the person was like sitting like that only. He thought that at 1 ghanta of the manager taking. It is not good no? In the office. Manager will see, then he will scold like that. So he wanted to go and wake him up. Just touched him. It's not there. Right? Like that. Shock. Just we went for lunch and came back. Everything was good, talking, everything. Sat, and then got heart attack and left the body. Right at that place. This is one example. And if you go around to, you can talk to devotees also who came from Bangalore and all. You can ask them what is the situation. One example of it, Delhi, Bangalore and all these places, people are living around how to live their lives. So difficult to know the situations have become. And we don't have fresh air to breathe. We don't have the fresh water to drink. We have to buy 20 rupees Bisleri water. That is also we don't know that it's pure or water. शुद्ध गाय का घी गाय शुद्ध है घी शुद्ध नहीं. It's a pure cow ghee. Cow is pure, but ghee is pure or not we don't know. So that is all the contaminations they came around and how the situations are going. What we are eating now, right? It is very much bewildering to hear that just after some years of it, it's a prediction by the medical team that 80-85% will be affected by the cancer. Tomorrow you go to a doctor and doctor says that you also have some amount of it. I'm praying that all you should stay healthy. But even if you have been diagnosed with that, don't be surprised. We are living in that situation. Why? Because we want to do something new. क्यों हम follow करेंगे? क्यों यज्ञ करेंगे हम? We don't want to do it. We will put the helicopters and push the water. We will spend lakhs and dollars in that, but we cannot do simple yajna. Swaha, everything gets. Just do the yajna. Lord is saying. What happens? The demigods will be pleased. They will provide all the rains. You need not have to worry how much amount of the clouds are to be pushed. It will be when we push in Kharagpur, it will go and fall in Jamshedpur. Not like that. So much of technology, so much of money we spent in that. Simple thing, Lord is saying, just do the yajna. All the things are being provided for you. And that's how it happens. Srila Prabhupada did the Sankirtan yajna in Hyderabad, right, in 1970s around. And there was so much of drought. No water, no rains for so long. People were literally dying. And Prabhupada was being requested to come and do the Sankirtan yajna. Prabhupada did the Sankirtan yajna morning, evening it was so much of rain, it was almost like floods. This is a practical proof. Just follow it. Just follow the Vedas. It's so simple the life was. Just this, follow it and then the things used to be provided, and they used to live healthily. Now we don't want to follow it. We want to create something new. We don't want to do this. We will do all the experiments of putting how much pesticides we have to get, so much of fruits we can get. Right? Even in the winter season also we'll get watermelons, right? Or the mangoes we'll get. All the seasons, all the fruits should be available. We are able to link it to Hiranyakashipu civilization. What happened to Hiranyakashipu? He also died quickly. Hiranyakashipu, first surgical operation. Lord Narasimha, without any anesthesia. Surgery done, patient died. And went back home, back to Godhead. So, that is what the civilization which we want to get now. Simple thing, don't follow God, don't follow the Vedas, we want to create our own things, and the consequences we are facing. So that's why the Mother Earth is requesting that just tell the people follow the rules and regulations given by the scriptures. And not have to innovatively do something which is against the scriptures. The scriptures are not saying that do which is in the circle of the recommended things. It's always recommended. You can create some new things so that to help the people more wonderfully, more things. Just like the science innovation which we are doing, yes. But that's also being in line with the scriptures. Which is disturbance to the scriptures has to be kept aside. And which is not being given in the scriptures like that. So let's go ahead.
Prabhu, whatever we, if I follow or if we are not following the scriptures also, if he is destined to die at the age of 35 with heart attack, definitely he will die in a row.
If we follow the scriptures,
If we follow the scriptures or if we are not even following the scriptures also, if he is destined to die at the time of 35 years by heart attack, then it is fixed enough. Then we follow.
that anyways is going to die. But even when we are living also, we are not living happily enough. Where we are living happily, so much of anxiety, so much of stress, unnecessary, so much of depression pills we have to take. I just gave that example of 35. Maybe so many people are living, they are not dying also. They want to die also, they are not dying also. That also could be possible. But the kind of the situation which we are creating now for our own self is so much of pathetic. We cannot live happily in this world. Yeah, this is a good impetus for us to give up this world. But devotees is a good impetus that Rahna nahi. Anyway, so disgusting place this is. I cannot do anything wonderful. Let me die. It's a natural death the people accept it. Right? It's a natural death people used to live. Even people when they used to die early also that time. People used to die happily. Not with so much of anxiety. Like not writing suicide notes. That I am dying because I don't know what the purpose of my life. Or I am not being satisfied, or I don't know got the marks. This is not the happy life with that dying. Or the situations like that. Yeah. Yeah, two significant words used in this verse are asmin. This paragraph I left it because Prabhupada speaks about the women. Present women are given to fully independence like men, but actually we can see that such independent women are no happier than those women who are placed under guardians. See Prabhupada is saying. If people follow the injunctions given by the great sages, Shrutis and Smritis, they can actually be happy both in this life and the next. This life also we are not happy, and next life is nothing is sure. We die with so much of anxiety. Every time we are in so much of anxiety. Right? What will happen? What will happen? Where we will go? We are in ignorance because we don't know what is the next destination. And that's why people get attached so much to the things. Unfortunately, rascals are manufacturing. This is proper way of glorifying. Unfortunately, rascals are manufacturing so many ways and means to be happy. Everyone is inventing so many methods. Consequently, human society has lost to the standard ways of life, both materially and spiritually. And as a result, people are bewildered and there is no peace or happiness in the world. Although they are trying to solve the problems of human society in United Nations, they are still baffled because they do not follow the liberated instructions of the Vedas. They are unhappy. cannot become happy with inventing some inventions which comes out of this grams of the brain substance. Because we can see only this side what's happening, but on the behind of the wall what's there we don't know. The great sages, the great seers, Supreme Percent embodied understanding has given all that in a conclusion that how we can live happily in this life also and in the next life also. But because we have a limitation of imperfect senses, we think that okay, if I do this, then I'll become happy. They have invented automobiles, but we have never thought about the pollution problem. Now we say that okay, we remove the pollution, we are putting the greenery, green civilization, whatever, greenery, electrical things and all that is going to come out. Now it's looking to be like that. It's going to be a better situation, but nothing we know because it came just out of some green substance. So then again, it is going to create something new problem for us, which all of you might have given nice divide sessions and all, rat killing, cat killing and all that happened. Two significant words in this verse, used in this verse are asmin and amusmin. Asmin means in this life and amusmin means in next life. Unfortunately, in this age, even exalted professors and learned men believe that there is no next life and that everything is finished in this life. Prabhupada, same famous person, Potosky. Prabhupada used to call this professor Potosky. He thinks he is very learned person, but he doesn't know that there is next life. Everywhere Prabhupada went, he spoke about this person. And then Prabhupada says, since there are rascals and fools, what advice they can give? What advice you can give? Whatever advice they will give, that is again going to become a problem. And so what's a good thing they can do? Still they are passing as the learned scholars and professors. In this world, the word amusement is very explicit. It is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will have a profitable next life. Just as a boy is educated in order to become happy later, one should be educated in this life in order to attain an eternal and prosperous life after death. It is therefore essential that people follow what is given as Shrutis and Smritis to make sure that the human mission is successful. So that is how the Vedic scriptures are recommending that follow the Vedic scriptures. You will become happy now, and next life is also secure for you. Yoga Kshemam, Krishna says, I will take care of you. So devotees can live happily in this life also, and after passing out from this life, they go back to the Supreme Percent and part and go with that. But we are in this world, right? People are simply somehow trying to make the ends meet. By the time the ends meet, he is not there. Aa gaya, ho gaya. And then by the time it gets meet, he is not there. Kahan gaya, wo aadmi ko photo reh jata hai. Just the photo stays and the person has gone. And by the time the next generation comes and they said to try to speed it, set it, everything what the ancestors have given, their time will come. So everybody, right, going on in this cycle of birth and death. But the devotee's life, right, in this life also they are very happy, right, practicing Krishna consciousness. Because they know that कुछ भी करे कुछ ठीक तो नहीं करता है. बार-बार हमारे दिमाग में, right, in this mind they keep feeding us. Bhagavatam keeps feeding us. No use in setting up the AC, fridge, fan and all these things. Anyways, we have to go to give up. So that's why even that Rishi, Dom-Marshan, he was supposed to live for so the hairs on his body, right? He said that the Brahmas one day, one hair used to fall like that, is like water. Somebody came and told him that make some house, and he said that life is very short. He used to live for lakhs and lakhs of years he has to live. He is saying that life is very short. And for us, we don't know that we live 100 years also. And we keep making that plans, that life insurance में डालेंगे लक्ष्मी. Right? Even मैं मरूंगा तो जीवन के साथ में भी जीवन के बाद साथ में तो नहीं रहते, बाद में क्या रहेंगे? Is it right or not? Nobody is going to say except the Supreme Percent of God and this assurance which has been here. So these all the civilization which are going around is just making fools out of us. Right? In the name of advancement, modern civilization and all that, we are only just made the fools. And when we are going to look for that, gone, the happiness has been gone. Even the basic things are also not there properly for us. Chaitanya Prabhu keeps saying about it that the luxuries are being given and necessities are being taken away. Yeah, we have the luxuries of putting AC, but we don't have the fresh air to breathe. Right? To get a fresh air to breathe, you put a coin and then you take some oxygen, fresh oxygen. Right? You go to the cities. Pollution is so high in Delhi and all. Sometimes they close the schools holiday. Why? Because pollution has become so high. That day, everybody is given off, work from home. No vehicles will run today. Why? Because the pollution rates are made so high. You inhale it, you said that even you just inhale that, it's like drinking 10 packs of cigarette a day. You're not doing anything, just staying there. Right? It's like that. So this is how we go around and see that civilizations where we are heading towards. As a devotees, we have to see through the scriptures, Shastra section, what the scriptures are saying. We have given up the sages, following the Vedic scriptures, and see where we are landing up. Scriptures are saying that rest early, that no, सोएंगे नहीं, रात भर जगे रहेंगे, सुबह जाके सोएंगे. And why to sleep in the night time? We change the cycle only. We sleep in the daytime. We wake up in the night time, like Pishashis and all, ghosts and all. Right? Because we want to do something new. What will happen? This is how it will happen. Right? As the age starts growing, your immunity goes so down that even small viruses enter in the body, the doctor says that gone case. You take these pills, you take this medication, that medication.
Insomnia.
Right? Insomnia problems, right? You have to take so many of the pills to sleep. हम लोग को दिक्कत होता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. क्लास में खड़ा होकर सो जाते हैं. उनके बारे में नहीं, चैंटिंग में हम लोग चलते सो जाते हैं. हरे कृष्णा तो क्या हो गया? कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Does devotee have any problem of sleeping? No problem. चैंटिंग में बैठे सो जाते हैं, भागवतम क्लास में सो जाते हैं. कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि मंगल आरती में भी सो जाते हैं. दीवार में ऐसे खड़ा हो जाते हैं, सो जाके मंगल आरती. इसलिए प्रभुपाद की जय. मंगल आरती हो गया. We don't have that problem only. Now the people but the people now, they have created so many things, sleeping pills, right? Just to get some sleep. Because they have changed the whole cycle lifestyle. But the body works according to the cycle of the sun. It is not ours. It doesn't work in our way. And if we don't use the body properly, it's going to bounce back. And you're going to get the consequences. खाए तो पछता नहीं. अरे कितने साल को उम्र है? 25 साल को उम्र में खाए तो पछता नहीं. It doesn't get digested. He said that I take some medication to digest the food. Or the doctor has sent me to run so that I will get some appetite for eating. Where these problems are coming? That too at such an early age. Because you are not used the body properly. See the consequences. That's why the previous people, the sages, were not the foolish people to give the certain kinds of rules and regulations. Sleeping early, getting up early, right? Working according to the cycle of the sun, right? Using the things which are given in the scriptures, right? The scriptures are given as lifestyle, living according to that. How much benefits you get? And now the people are looking forward for yoga, meditation, and all those things. It's been already been given in the scriptures. That's what the Mother Earth is saying, that already the great sages, whatever is required has been given. Don't try to break that. You can only break yourself from the law. The laws keep working. The red signal that keeps working. You can only just break yourself from that. And the consequences you only have to pay. You have to pay the price for it. Tomorrow you cannot blame anybody. So we have to become intelligent enough Either I have to follow this kind of the civilization or the civilization which is being mentioned in the scriptures, the Vedic civilization. And the Mother Earth in next sloka, we'll just see that and conclude it. It says that one who follows the principles and the instructions enjoined by the great sages of the past can utilize these instructions for practical purposes. Such a person can very easily enjoy life and the pleasures. He can very easily live happily in this world. Then she says in the next shloka, that is the fifth one, but a foolish person who manufactures his own ways and means through mental speculation and doesn't recognize the authority of the sages who lay down impeachable directions is simply unsuccessful again and again in his attempts. He is just going to be unsuccessful. It may seem to be like success, but just wait and see what's going to happen. Because the scriptures, the sages, are not have the blessings on it, it's going to fall. Because we don't have the blessings of the scriptures. Just like the mother Sita, blessings were not there on the Ravana's soldiers. Srila Prabhupada writes in the 9th canto of the Bhagavatam. Even the side of the Lord Ramachandra, they were only Vanaras. They did not have any big instruments or weapons to fight with the Rakshasas. They were just throwing the boulders. Whatever was coming, they were throwing. If nothing is available, they would lift the tree and throw it. That's how they used to kill everybody. And these people were trying to shoot arrows, weapons and all this. But now nobody was not able to kill anybody. But these Vanaras, they were just throwing the boulders and killing thousands of people. That's the Prabhupada writes, because they were successful, because they had the blessings of Mother Sita. That's how they were successful. So the blessings of the sages, if we get, then we can be successful. Blessings of the Vedas we can get, then we can be successful. Blessings of the Supreme Lord are there, then we are successful. But if we want to go against the scriptures, against the rules and regulations given by the great people, we'll end up in problems. Initially, it may look to be like very nice. Why morning chanting? Let me start in the evening chanting. सुबह में ऐसे भी नींद आता है. सो के जब करने से अच्छा शाम को ध्यान से बैठ एकांत में alone, just with Tulsi Maharani, pure devotee of the Lord. And chant such a long 16 rounds that the voice devotee should glorify me that pure devotee I am. Right? And the program starts with morning program to evening program. And that goes to the night program, and then to the next day program, then to the Ekadashi program. Right? We chant to the Ekadashi because one round chanting is equivalent to 1,000. So I'll sit and chant on Ekadashi so that all my backlog of the rounds will get completed. रोजी कोई बात नहीं एकादशी के दिन आ जाऊंगा बोइस. So that day I'll come and chant 2 rounds, 2 into 1,000 rounds. Next day Ekadashi after that. So if we want to create our own things, you see that we will end up into problems. And slowly we lose the taste. That's why the great people, great sages and seniors, seeing that all this, they have given us the rules and regulations. And if we follow it, right, then we'll see that our lives will go wonderful. Successful we will become. And that's what the Mother Earth is saying. And want to invent new things, we will be unsuccessful again and again. Shall we read this purport? Somebody can read it. 4:18:5. At the present moment, it has become fashionable.
At the present moment, it has become fashionable to disobey the
unimpeachable directions
given by the acharyas and liberated souls of the past. Presently, people are so fallen that they cannot distinguish between a liberated soul and a conditioned soul. A conditioned soul is hampered by 4 defects. He is sure to commit mistakes, he is sure to become illusioned, he has a tendency to cheat others, and his senses are imperfect. Consequently, we have to take direction from liberated persons. This Krishna consciousness movement directly receives instruction from the Supreme Personality of Godhead via persons who are strictly following his instructions. Although a follower may not be a liberated person, if he follows the Supreme Liberated Personality of Godhead, his actions are naturally liberated from the contamination of the material nature. Lord Chaitanya therefore says, by my order, you may become a spiritual master. One can immediately become a spiritual master by having full faith in the transcendental words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and by following his instructions. Materialistic men are not interested in taking direction from a liberated person, but they are very much interested in their own concocted ideas, which make them repeatedly fail in their attempts. Because the entire world is now following the imperfect directions of the conditioned soul, humanity is completely bewildered.
Yeah, so humanity is completely bewildered. Okay. That's good. So that is all. This Srila Prabhupada is again practically saying that follow the scriptural rules and regulations given by the sages, liberated souls, because they are free from these defects. They can give the perfect knowledge. But the people, when we create out of these four defects: imperfect senses, tendency to illusion, committing mistakes, cheating propensity is there. But the great sages is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is a liberated person. The knowledge which we get is perfect. We may not know what is what consequences, how this is going to help me. Show me that. Prove me that when I chant one round, I am going Goloka back to Godhead. Then I chant. That's what generally tendency we have. But when we follow it, of course, the previous examples are already there. It's not that we are the first people or the people. People have followed it. See their lives, how it has become, how happy they are living. So many examples are there around of the scriptures. And on the other side, we see the people who are not following the scriptural rules and regulations. What's the life there? How much better it has become. That's it. So, materialistic men are not interested in taking direction from liberated person, but they are very much interested in their own concocted ideas, which make them repeatedly fail. बोलते क्या है कि नया इन्वेंशन फेल हो गया तो बोलते नया इन्वेंशन. They don't say that it is a failed one. We are newly invented, we are newly found out. That's what the famous saying goes. Thomas Alva Edison, I found out that his many attempts of how the bulb will not work. ये पॉलिसी को कवरिंग बोलते हैं उसको. बात बोलेंगे तो लड़ाई हो जाएगा. So that is how the concocted ideas, because that came out of this four defects, the knowledge is not perfect. So we all have to understand that whatever we think that it's good for us may not be good, because it came out of our defective knowledge, imperfect senses. It came when we follow the scriptural rules and regulations, when we seek the blessings of the seniors and go ahead, then we can be successfully march in this path of God. And otherwise there are so many distractions, diversions. So that's why it is repeatedly said that follow the authorities. Definitely, even in the mental life also we are following the authorities. That's the difference is you are following your own mind, and other place you are following the authorities. Very surely you are going to be successful one place. But if you follow our own mind, when we follow, we are definitely sure that we are lined up into trouble. That is also sure. Because any one day or other, something different is going to come out of it. And we have any number of examples we are seeing around. People are doing so much of chaotic condition. So Mother Earth is requesting that Prithu Maharaj, that because people are not following this Vedic rules and regulations, that's why there are so many problems. That's why the Mother Earth is not giving the seeds. That's why for even a bucket of water you have to go to 200 feet, 300 feet. Underground water is not there, it's getting completed. And the foolish idea of overpopulation, population has become more. It's a foolish idea. Srila Prabhupada says that it's not a problem with the population explosion, but it's what the population is doing. Even if you read the further purpose of it in this purpose, Mother Earth says, I don't give to these people because why I should give? These people are not following the Vedic rules and regulations. Why I should take care of them? मैं क्यों दूंगा? पानी रहने के लिए, खाने के लिए, और खा के बोलेगा कि भगवान ही नहीं है. तो मैं क्यों दूंगा? Why I should be? Why I should take care of these people? That's what Mother Earth asks me to manage. Because they are not following, I will not give. Whatever seeds they may put, whatever potential seeds they may put, अंदर ही रह जाए. ठीक है, अंदर नहीं आएंगे तो हम पेस्टिसाइड डाल के बाहर निकालेंगे. तो आपको फल जो खिला रहे हो पेस्टिसाइड खिला रहे हो. कभी एक्सटर्नल कवरिंग इज apple you are eating, watermelon you are eating, but a different chemical in different shapes. Yes, that's right. Yes. And when you eat it, you say that fruits, I'm eating only fruits. Even in Kali Yuga, you just eat the fruits. After some time, you come to know that you got cancer. Don't be alarmed. मैं तो फल ही खाया भगवान राम जी को इंस्पिरेशन लेके कंदमूल भी खा रहा था. कंदमूल खाना भी डेंजर है कल युग. You don't know that what they are eating, and because all the fruits, right, nowadays it's contaminated. So many injections, so many things they are doing. They're just playing with the material nature. And the consequences you are facing. So that's why Srila Prabhupada used to say, what's the problem? Go have some land and grow your own food. Have one cow, take care of it, live happily. One ashrama system. And Prabhupada wanted that kind of examples in the society. So all of you are going to be the future leaders of the society. So when you follow the Vedic rules and regulations properly, then the next generation will take it up. We all have to become a proper example to the society. Is it right or not? We also keep doing the same thing. सब लोग जा रहे हैं बहती गंगा में हाथ धो लो, नया कौन करेगा? Right? The water flowing in the Ganges just once a while. सब लोग कर रहे हैं, हम भी वही करेंगे. But we have to create a new civilization. We have to show to the people that yes, with a minimum amount of the money also we can live happily. And we don't need such a kind of the skyscrapers or such kind of luxury, then only we can become happy. Not required. With Krishna conscious we are going to become happy. That's what we have to go and set to the example to the society. So that's there in all of your hands. That is which is being given training in our voice lives. How to live a happy life now also and in the next also. Not just living a life just to get some job, earn some money, have a family, and then over. बूढ़ा हो गया, मर गया, खत्म. आपका नाम लिखा रहेगा IT में. 1980s का वैसे देखो पुराने लोग का नाम लिखा होगा. तो ये alumni थे 1950s का 60s का. आदमी कहाँ पता नहीं. But devotees, right? They remember all the time, all the way back also devotees, just like we remember our great alumni called as Dhruv Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. They are spiritual alumni, yes? They passed out in bhakti successfully, how they were done so much of wonderful things. And they are setting that, just trace our path, will be successful. Dhruv Maharaj ruled 36,000 years, not 1, 2, 36,000 years he ruled. Prahlad Maharaj ruled after that. They lived happily, and then for them the Vaikuntha airplane came and they went. Prahlad Maharaj ruled for him Vaikuntha plane came and Prahlad Maharaj, such a great devotee. And you see all that examples, great examples of the Pandavas. Such an alumni we have. So we should take their footsteps and go ahead and be successful. We are never going to be lost. That's for sure. And with bhakti, following the rules and regulations, we are never going to be the lost because we are with the blessings of the sages. We are the blessings of the scriptures. We are the blessings of the Supreme Personality of God and Krishna with us. We will always be successful. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yatra Partha Dhamita. Yatra Sri Vijayamurti. Yohanite Mutir. This is the last sloka of the Bhagavad Gita. Sanjay giving the conclusion that Dhritarashtra, क्या युद्ध के बारे में सोच रहे हैं? What you thinking about the war? Conclusion I am giving before the war started. We gave the conclusion. Krishna and Arjuna are going to win the war. So confident Sanjay was. He was telling to Dhritarashtra. This Krishna did not say. This Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra that your people are going to be lost because they are not following the Lord. They are not following the scriptures. Wherever Krishna and Arjuna are there is success always. So we see, finally this is not going to be successful when we follow the scriptures properly. When we reject them, we land up into problems. Now we are seeing how the situation is. And further, if we do like this only, the situation is going to become more and more chaotic. The Kali Yuga, as it progresses more and more. So we have to prepare our life in such a way that we follow and we inspire others also to follow this Vedic path. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhagavatam.
Jai.
Any comments? Anybody has? Let's take this. Yes.
So the incident of Maharaj, so it was in Chhattisgarh.
Yeah, exactly.
So at that time, the people in this in the world was devoted and following divinity principles. So how?
Some glimpse of it happened just because of, I think it was a Veda Maharaj time, they were not following it, something it happened like that. So they were not following the things. Because Raja ne the voice mein senior devotee nahi hai. Morning program tab chalu hoga. One hour se रहता है. Everything goes on the pillar. Of course, you are all good devotees practicing next thing. But still, when the king is not there, then situations are not, it goes so smoothly, it doesn't go smoothly. Like situations are here and there. So that was the time where Vena Maharaj was not following also, was literally not following. Physically was not allowing people to follow the Vedas and all. He used to say that I am only Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there was a disturbance that time. So Prabhu Maharaj also came back. So he just started. Now he does back. Now he rules the citizens and all properly. Then now the situation is good. So that glimpse, even sometimes Bhagavatam is giving that kind of stories also. Bhagavatam is not covering up. Not saying that Satya ke baare mein achhe batana chahiye. Nothing like that. Saying that see this like this happened. And Prabhupada writes in the purport that this is what in Kali Yuga now we are seeing. Situation which is happening now. So already it was a glimpse for us. Already it's a lesson for us. See, already it happened. And if you don't follow it, we are also going to tread the same path. So we need to follow.
Suppose there are some people who are, most of the people are not following our religion, but at the same time there will be people who are following this principle. But my mother had will not give the consequences will be also faced by the devotee persons also.
For devotees wise, Krishna conscious devotees, they don't face any problem. That's why Srila Prabhupada said that. For us, what is the problem? Anybody is earning? Nobody is earning. We do morning program, we have everything right over. By the time 9 o'clock, we know that hot prasad and breakfast will fall on our plate. Krishna taking care. Who's taking care? Krishna is taking care. Krishna takes care of the devotees. Krishna will give whatever is. Sometimes Krishna may also put the devotees in the situation to glorify. That's the only purpose. It's not that Krishna, same thing happened. That was example we give, cat holding the kitten and the mouse. It's a different situation where it seems to be like same mouth, same thing. So devotees may also put in the sometimes situations of it, but devotee is blissful. What's the problem? No problem. Khichdi also very nice, pulao also very nice, sweet rice is also very nice. Mahaprasad is Govind. Any problem of sleeping? Anywhere we will sleep. It is in the guest house or it is in here. चटाई चाहिए बस इतना नींद आ रहा है कि पता नहीं चला कि कहाँ से so much of sleep we get that take time उठने का अच्छा प्रभु जी मैं इधर रुक गया मैं सोचता था यहाँ like that was so for devotees it is not much difficult thing but definitely we don't have to break the rules. If you misuse that, then Krishna will give the punishment also. Because if you misuse it, saying that I'm devotee, I can break the laws. And then Krishna will. Yeah, the attitude changes, then Krishna has to correct that attitude. So, then he'll correct it. This is done.
In spiritual practices, Krishna is the authority, so knowledge is perfect. But in material practices, when we see that authority is given something, we think we can do better in this aspect, we can do better in this aspect, मतलब we are sure कि ये वाला aspect करने से ये
better हो जाएगा. Spiritual practices we know it is 100% perfect, so we not change. But in material aspect, जैसे कि ये ऐसे बना है, लेकिन ये अगर ऐसे बनता तो ये better होता, ऐसे होता. So that tendency is there. The tendency to improve is there now always. So we look at that way.
Yeah, that could be what they say, innovation. That's what I'm saying. That how is given a field of grazing, so it can graze in that area. It can do that innovation things, and it is not said that we cannot do innovation. Innovated so many things, revolutionized Bhakti Darshan, and Bhakti things, whatever is required. According to the situations, Prabhupada also changed it. Right? According to time, place, circumstance, Prabhupada changed the rules and regulations. According to the people which they are living, the situations, right? Not that said that no, Mahaprasadam is only rice dal sabji. Pizza also offered, burger also offered, right? Puchka, what not we eat. Chanting 64 rounds to 16 rounds according to time, place, circumstance, he changed it. Rules and regulations, the Prabhupada also changed it according to time, place, circumstances. So we are given a boundary. In that boundary, we can change it. We can do the things. Now, when it comes to the point of, sometimes we think that in this way, if we do it, we may be more successful in that. The clarification is nobody has said that clarification is wrong. You can always clarify with the authorities. Well, can we do it in this way and see? We cannot say, "Bhai, hoga hi nahi Prabhuji." Never happened, Prabhuji. मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, all to होई गए. We can ask, we can clarify, we can request, Prabhuji, can we try it in this way and see? If it works, it's good. If it doesn't work, it's okay. That is one thing which we can clarify. Sometimes even following, just because devotees are saying following, Krishna can make it happen. There is something called a higher principle. Because the devotee is saying, Prahlad Maharaj case, because the Prahlad Maharaj said, Lord is there in this pillar. Yes, he is there. Lord appeared there in that pillar. Because Hiranyakashipu was sure that, I made this pillar with sand, putting the balu, these stones, everything. I did not keep Narasimhadev inside. So he was sure that he is not there. But Prahlad Maharaj was sure that he is there. And Narasimhadev appeared in that place. As soon as broke it, he came out of it. Satyam Vidatum Vijapatya Bhashita. Just to fulfill or just to say, to prove that my devotees' words will never make it false, Lord appeared from that pillar. Satyam Vidatum Vijapatya Bhashita. Bhashita, what is spoken? Prahlad Maharaj said, Hiranyakashipu had broken it, nothing came out. Hiranyakashipu was alarmed. Kya bhakti hai? So Lord doesn't want to make it that. Just because Arjuna said that tomorrow morning Jayadratha will not be there. Krishna said, nahi rahega. So much of party they made. They have put so long. And Krishna said that, Arey Arjun, लेने से प्राण लेने कुछ तो लो. सब जगह पूछा, यहाँ नहीं पूछना था. क्या करूं, भगवान दे दिया, होना चाहिए, अब हो जाएगा. वो आराम से जाके चंद्र उठ के सो गया. Arjun was sleeping peacefully. Krishna was not able to sleep all overnight. Krishna was worrying that क्या होगा. He called Daruka from Dwaraka, said that you be ready. If Arjun was not successful, I will personally go and kill Jayadratha. Krishna made everything arrangement. And finally it happened the same thing. Arjuna was unsuccessful. Because Jayadratha was put in such a place that Krishna Arjuna would never have reached in that place. But Krishna has done that. So people say that some has a cloud, some has a Sudarshan. God has put all this on. And everybody thought that party time. Arjuna is going to die now. But then Jayadratha also wanted to see, was too curious. I also want to see that event of Arjuna entering into the fire. And Krishna already told Arjuna, be ready. मैं जब बोलूँगा जैसे बोलूँगा वैसे करेगा. ठीक है, अभी कुछ मांगने लगेगा. अर्जुन बोला ठीक है भगवान, जैसा आप बोलेंगे वैसा सुनेंगे. जैसे जयद्रथ सामने आया, Krishna put that Sudarshan. Krishna said that Arjun's son Jayadratha. Like that Acharya say about it. That's not the story. So Lord can make it happen. So that faith we should have. Yes. That the devotee is saying, let me try it. Even if it is unsuccessful, one thing is going to happen. That is, we are going to advance in spiritual life. That's for sure. Materially, we may be lost. Materially, there will be the loser, but surely you will advance in spiritual life just because you followed it. That's the glory of bhakti life. Prabhupada disciples, whatever Prabhupada said, they did it. They were successful. Although it may be materially difficult situations came in their lives. They just followed just because Srila Prabhupada wanted it. And see how miracles they have done. Going in Russia and preaching, China, Japan, all the places now preaching, all the devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Not pronounced properly, they are also chanting Hare Krishna. So that's the glory of following the authorities. On one perspective, we can always, on a managerial level, we can always clarify with it. But sometimes the devotee insists us to do, then we go ahead with that. Even if it is not successful, don't think that that's over. No, it's going to create a new lesson for you tomorrow. One preaching stopped, other preaching started. Kharagpur voice one, sometime preaching stopped, but sometime during our time. One preaching stopped, professor preaching started. कहीं रुका नहीं, भगवान कहीं रोके नहीं किया. अरे प्रभु जी, we are unsuccessful. Krishna also was not able to do that. Our preaching got stopped in 2008, 9, I think. 8 or 9, 9th one, I think. We got called for some time. So then, what started was professor preaching. For devotee खाली नहीं मिलते, इसका कुछ करना चाहिए. So let's start with Ganesh Puja. Ganesh Puja started and the professor program started. And the professor said that Puja was very nice, Kirtan was very nice. Can't we do it every time? Oh, we can do it in your rooms or in your houses. So then professor program started. Yeah, so from there on, professor program is going on. Right? Now we have so many professors in IIT. Some of them retired also. Or chanting 16 rounds. Right? Or following, you know about Hare Krishna, anything about it. So it happened. So nothing is going to be lost in the spiritual life. That one thing we have to fit in our mind. Let's do it. Khali बैठेंगे तो कुछ नहीं करेंगे. Is it right? In the material world also we keep doing here and there. Better that do something in spiritual life. When we follow authorities, definitely we will be blessed to advance in spiritual life. Krishna will bless us. That's what we want. We want finally, ultimately blessings. Materially we are successful, unsuccessful, we are not worried about it. Jatayu was not worried that he was successful or not. But see, he got the benefit of Lord Ramachandra Association at the last part of the time, went back to Saket Dham. That's what we want. Materially lost us, no problem. Materially kitna bhi kuch hone do. But going back home, back to what it is getting fixed for us. So like that, is that okay? Already my higher principal I am only fearful that I give this principal now tomorrow he will not. So yeah, one thing I said that managerially we can always check, we can always clarify. If we are not satisfied, we can always check with our seniors authorities that can we do it? I'm feeling it, we can do it in this way and see some things. So we can check. But if they insist us, do it in this way, it will be better. So let's do it ahead. We are going to be advanced. Advancement is the final product which we want by doing the services. Right? So follow the authorities, we will be successful in our life very easily. So that's what the principle trying to use. More things are simple, can give more idea about it. And what very wonderful yes, shall we continue? Also very fast. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anything here and there spoken, Asif Prabhu and Uman Prabhu are there. So forget about it. Bhul jaiye, kuch jaldi samajh mein aaye. Whatever is good you have learned, bless me so that I'll also follow. It's not an easy thing to follow the scriptures or because mind has some new ideas all the time. Kuch naya karenge, innovation lab. We're doing something innovation in this metal world. So, but we stick to the principles, we get blessings. Right.
Shri Raghav ki jai.